Hey, what's up, guys? It's me.
Flooded like a tidal wave.
Okay, so this video is kind of just like me, like just talking randomly, because I feel like making a video. I have a topic I want to talk about, but it's like kind of stupid to me, and I don't see a point in talking about it. But it's mainly about like dating and whatnot, because like I don't care to date not that much, but recently like there's been like this guy, I think he likes me, and if I'm being honest, like I don't really know if I like him, but like I don't really know, like I don't know how to feel about it. And that's just like personally me, like that's just me, that's how I feel about it. Like I don't know, like he seems nice, but it's like okay, he seems nice, but he seems like he's trying to sound fucking like cool at the same time. I don't like that. Alrighty, I guess. But he's like okay. So I suggested him to like Chase Atlantic, because I'm a huge Chase Atlantic fan and whatnot, right? And he's been listening to a lot of Chase Atlantic and posting on his Instagram notes or whatnot, he says. And three of them, the first one was the song You, saying you. Like it was You, like the song title, and then in his own note it said You. And then then I was like, oh, that's a good song. And he was like, yeah. And then he was like, we had a conversation about it or whatever. Then the next day, he posted two notes. The first one being the song Swim, and then underneath it, it says, I want you for real. And I was like, oh, he's got a crush on somebody. That's cute. Because, like, I see this guy as, like, a friend, Like, I don't see him as, like, like, I also don't know him. So I can't say I like him as a friend, but, like, I don't know him. And then he deleted that note, and then, like, he changed it to... I don't know what song, but it was her saying you for real. Which, in my opinion, that's, like, kind of, like, an insult, because if you listen to the song Her, or, like, think about the lyrics, it's, like, she's always running from love because her daddy never gave her enough. My dad gives me enough love. I just run from love because it's pointless. Like, I've never been in love, so I can't say I don't like being in love. But, like, I've never been truly in love, Like, I've experienced certain types of love that most people wouldn't consider love. But it's, like, one of those things that's just, like, you love it or you hate it, Like, she's so good at walking out because her dad did. She says, oh, we can do whatever you want. Boy, don't go falling in love. You can't stay with me. All you'll ever have is one day with me. She said, you can do whatever you want. You could do things with me in the back of your car. I'm not saying the actual word because my mom yelled at me for cursing. She says it's very unladylike. But, like, I understand, like, what he's... Like, he was just, like, trying to be like, oh, you're her. Like, how guys say, like, oh, I'm him. Like, that's just, like, how I imagined it. But, like, to me, like, I kind of, like, was like, oh. Yikes. Like... You're saying I'm a girl that has commitment issues, and you're not wrong. But I'm a girl that has commitment issues for the wrong reasons.
So, like, I'm rewatching. I don't have commitment issues. I just don't date stupid people. Or I don't date people that are like that. because, like, I don't know how to explain it. Just every guy I've dated has been a stupid piece of shit, and I deleted them. I got rid of them after a month. So it's not commitment issues. That's more of like a self-worth thing that I think. I don't know. I was telling my aunt about it, and she was like, "You don't have commitment issues. You just find out who people are a month in and get rid of them." Yes.
Because I have daddy issues. I do not have daddy issues. I love my father. I'm going to go see him tomorrow. like that, but I was just like, whatever. Like, I didn't say anything about it because, you know, he meant it as a compliment. I took it as a compliment. You know, and then he was like, yeah. I was like, oh, I'm starting to think you're Chase Atlantic man. And he was like, yeah, I've been listening to them a lot lately. I was actually just trying to get your attention. What? Me? My attention? Why? Whatever. Played it cool. I was like, hello? There we go. Where's Instagram? There you go. So he's like, okay. I said, I feel like you're a Chase Atlantic fan now. I've seen 3 Chase Atlantic notes of yours already. He's like, yeah, because of you, for real. I also wanted to get your attention. I said, oh, I figured, but I wasn't 100% sure. If you just want to talk to me, just text me. I'll probably answer. iPad cutting me off like I have no storage when I literally have 4 apps in 300 images. Anyways. So, like, he was just trying to get my attention and whatnot. And he was like, yeah, he's like, yeah, you're right. But you and Chase Atlantic have been on my mind the whole day. And so I was like, you should have just texted me. And he's like, I know, right? You want to call tomorrow? What? No. And I said, sure, if I'm not busy. He said, all right, bet. And then all day. Doesn't text me all day the next day. So I'm thinking, like, okay, he wants to call me. He'll talk to me all day and I'll be okay with calling him. Doesn't text me all freaking day. Not even a simple, hey, how you doing? You want me to call later? Like, he waited until 8 p.m. and said, hey, are you busy right now? I said, yeah, a little bit. And he said, all right, call me when you're done, all right? I waited 12 hours to text him back. I avoided Instagram for 12 fucking hours because I didn't want to call him. And I couldn't just say, hey, like, I don't really want to call you. Because I just felt bad saying it. So I said, hey, sorry, I forgot. I posted a story of myself. Motherfucker called me fine shit. What kind of compliment is that? What kind of compliment is that? What kind of compliment is that? Fine shit. Get the fuck out of here. Get off my Instagram story. Unfollow me. So I said, excuse me? And he said, oh, I meant you're beautiful. That sounds a lot better than saying fine shit. Get the fuck out of here. Who the fuck are you calling fine shit? That's not a compliment. Who raised you? You know better. Like, that's just my personal opinion. Being called fine shit, in my opinion, is an insult. Mainly because guess what? You know what people associate shit with? Actual fucking manure. There's no such thing as fine fucking shit. Anyways, like, that's just my opinion. Like, what? You can't, no. And I just said, okay. I literally just said, okay. Then he texted me earlier and he was like, hey, how was your day? And I said, and I was trying to be dry. Not really. I also, like, wasn't in the mood to, like, text anybody at the moment. And he was like, hey, Gabby, how was your day? And I said, it was alright. And he said, tell me more about it. And, like, I was being truthful. I didn't do much. I literally slept all day. Like, I literally slept all day. I slept and did my chores. What is so interesting about that? You know, and then he sent me a voice note telling me, and he sounded, like, bummed, but it was just, like, but it was just, like, I don't, like, that was just, to me, that was just straight up rude. Calling, like, I can't get over getting called fine shit. I have never, ever, in my opinion, I have never been called fine shit as a compliment. And it was, like, I've never been called it as, like, an insult or a compliment, because it's usually not used as an insult, but I've never heard it used, like, I've never been called it in general. And, like, to my opinion, I've always, like, before, like, when I first started hearing people call, like, their significant other fine shit, I was just like, that's disgusting. Same thing, like, the same way I feel about people, like, when, like, there's dudes, like, because, like, I go on Wiz. I use Wiz, and guess what? I don't use it for, like, anything weird. I use it literally just to talk to people, just to troll, because it's funny to me. Like, I check it, like, once a day. I think I checked it this morning. Maybe I'll check it later. I don't know yet. But, like, there's been times, like, guys will, like, swipe up on me and be like, you sexy, you's fine. Where are you planning to go with this? I'm just gonna say, thank you. And then not talk to you ever again. Like, where do you think, how far do you think you're getting calling me sexy, fine shit? Like, where do you think you're going with that? You're not getting far. I'll take it, I'll accept the compliment, okay, like, thank you, but if you want to genuinely go somewhere with me, say I'm pretty, call me beautiful, give me real fucking compliments. Don't say, fine shit, get the fuck out of here, get out of my DMs, go to somebody else's, whatever. But, hug, like, ew, my book came, I took the paper cover off because it was starting to bother me. Here, I'll show you it with the cover on. It's like, I love it's okay, I didn't know that I got the hardcover. I thought I got a paperback because, you know, paperback books are cheaper than hardcovers. Like, that's what I thought I got, but I guess not. Hell fucking yeah, bro. I'm so happy. Like, I'm 4 chapters in. I'm gonna read more later. This one says, on the back it says, when you've been set up to lose everything you love, what is there left to fight for? You know, and, like, as people know, like, this is Hey Mitch's Games. Bro, there's like so many things like that have, like, obviously, like, I knew that he would be associated with Katniss's mom and her dad and, like, other characters from Katniss's books that Katniss has mentioned her mom mentioning or something. One character I would have never expected Haymitch to be associated with at this age I'm like, I don't want to spoil it, but whatever, is Plutarch Heavensbee. I thought he met him in Catching Fire. I thought that's when he first met him, right? But no, he met Plutarch during his first games. And then there's just, like, other things like that, like, I think it's called a paradox, where it's like, during once, like, I've heard of this, but, like, hey Siri, what is a paradox? She takes a while to think.
Something went wrong. Please try again.
You're fucking useless. What's the point of having a Siri if she ain't gonna fucking work? What is a paradox? Oops. A seemingly absurd or self-contradictory statement or proposition that when investigated or explained may prove all the well-founded or true. Okay, so exactly what I thought it was. Like, so we know Haymitch as an alcoholic throughout Katniss's books, the movies, like throughout her games, like hers and Peeta's games. Like, we know him as an alcoholic, you know, and for good reason too, because we find out in, I think, Mockingjay, in like the book, that he lost everything he loves after his own games. You know what I mean? Like, we know that much. And so it makes sense that, like, why he's an alcoholic, you know? Like, even before we knew all that, it just made sense because, you know, he was a victor, he lived alone. Like, that's as much as we knew throughout until Mockingjay, when he told Katniss that he lost everything, almost like how Katniss was, you know what I mean? Almost. So it made sense. It was like the second page in. Wait. No, fourth page in. Okay, so obviously if you read the, like, released portion, it was like the first page, you know, it's his birthday, you know, which is sad. So it's the 5th page in, you know. Yeah. 5th page in. And, like, he works for this woman, you know, but happy birthday, Haymitch. I figured if you're old enough to make alcohol, you're old enough to drink it. I have to agree, though I'm not a drinker myself, I'm glad to get a bottle. I can easily trade it or pass it on. He doesn't drink, you know, because he's a kid, he's 16, why would he? But, like, I'm not a drinker. I don't know, just to me, like, that, like, started forming tears in my eyes, because it was just like, oh my god. Yes, he is. Like, he is a drinker, but, like, now, like, oh my god. Like, to me, like, that's just crazy to me. But, I don't know, like, I'm so excited for the movie. It comes out on my 19th birthday, November 20th. So excited. I'm so freaking excited. Like, I'm excited for the movie. I'm excited to read this fucking book. Like, I still have to read the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I still have to read that. But, like, okay, Suzanne Collins, you're a phenomenal author. Love your books. Love the Hunger Games books. One thing I don't like about that she did for the Songbirds of, like, and I get it, it will make sense for the storyline, is that she put the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes in third person, while she put this book and the Hunger Games books, like Katniss's games, in first person. Like, I think, like, I don't know, I can, like, keep track of books better when, like, it's in first person, you know, but I don't know, it's just, this book is already so good, and there's just, like, so many things that it's like, I need to know, like, what happened, and, like, obviously I'm gonna find out, you know, but it's like, there's so, like, why? Because, like, I've already found out that Haymitch is basically friends with Katniss's mom. Her name's Astrid. Beautiful name, by the way. Her name's Astrid. And, like, part of me wonders, like, why did he not stay friends with her after his games? You know, like, obviously I'll likely find out, but it's like, and he's, like, best friends with Katniss's dad. Why didn't he stay friends with them? Like, okay, well, maybe he did, you know, but then Katniss's dad died. Well, oh no. But why didn't he stay friends with Astrid? Is my question. Like, why did Katniss first meet Haymitch when she volunteered for Prim? Why did we find that out? Like why didn't that happen? That's just like my thought process, because it's like, even like if your best buddy marries this girl that you're kind of friends with, and then, you know, you get sent off to the Hunger Games, not like you get sent off to the Hunger Games, you know, right? And then you win. You come back, you know, something happens. Obviously, we know that 12 is known for, like, rebellions, and he lost everything he loves for whatever fucking reason. Like you lose your whole family, and, like, now all you have left is, like, your best friend, and, you know, he goes and marries his love, and then he dies. Now you could actually have nothing, but if you stay friends with, you know who, you know, but it makes sense, but, like, then it makes sense, like, in the movies why Haymitch treated Katniss the way he did, because his best friend was her fucking dad. Did she ever know that? Probably not, because Haymitch started drinking him, like, was a drunk. So it makes sense why she never knew him. But it's like, oh my god, like, you quite literally lost everything you loved. But you could, if you just kept in touch with your best bud's family, maybe life wouldn't suck so much, you know, but whatever. I love this book so far. Like, I'm definitely gonna read some more tonight. Like, I'm already, like, I think, yeah. I still have to finish the Songbird. I'm on 5. Like, I still have so many books I have to like, I started and never finished. Like, I started Little Women, never finished it. Started freaking Peter Pan. That's like a 60-page book and I never finished it. I'm on page 66. I started The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. Still working on it. If I'm being honest, I don't really like it. Most books, like, once you start reading them and, like, you start to, once you get past, like, the 3rd chapter, that's when you know you're vibing with it. That's just how I am. But it's like, I'm still on chapter 3, I think. And I don't think I vibe with it. Only because, like, I can't tell what's going on in Snow's head. And I need to understand that for some reason, for me to stick to it. I really like first-person books. I really do. That's probably why I never finished those 3 books I named. Little Women, because that's 3rd person. Peter Pan, again, 3rd person. Prodigy, it's first person, but I always lost my bookmark. So, like, I started it, and I believe I finished it. But, like, I would always lose my bookmark for some reason. Prodigy, bro, the Legends series is so good. I need to get the 3rd book. If it wasn't for Legends, I wouldn't have gotten into the Hunger Games. Like, they're connected in a way. Like, I remember reading Legends in, like, 7th or 8th grade. And then I got the Prodigy book sophomore year. Never fucking finished it because I kept losing my bookmark. And then I got Icebreaker. Not as freaky as anybody says it is. Like, this is 3rd person, but it's also a kid's book. Like, I finished this in 2 days. Like, I love this book. I would have probably finished it quicker, but I was reading it to my friend. Like, we would call on the phone. Because, like, yeah. Like, I put her on the phone, and I was like, I started reading it out of nowhere, and we were just like, okay, we're reading this together now. So, love this. Okay. All my Hunger Games books, I have to reread them after I read Haymitch's books. Oh my god, dude. I should have. Okay. No, it makes sense. Never mind. Okay. These 2 books. I started this one, never was able to get through it. It makes no sense in my head. Haven't started this one yet. So I have no idea, I have literally no idea what it's about. My aunt got it and she's like, oh, we'll read it together. It's only 200 pages. I could probably read this and finish it tonight. It's in first person. But like, never started this. Never even read never even read what it could be about. Got it for Christmas like 2 years ago. Still haven't read it. Don't know why. I also got Dracula. Again, never even fucking started it. Don't know why. I started this book so many times. Like, I don't know where I even lost. Like I don't. Found a bookmark on page 39, bro. I feel like I'm further, if I'm being honest. Icebreaker. Okay, I would keep getting like freaky bits on my page, right? Like on my TikTok. I'm thinking like, I'm just over here thinking like, this book's gonna be freaky. So I got it. Like, my dad obviously knew nothing about it, and I was like, hey Dad, can I get this book? And he was like, yeah, sure, what's it about? And I was like, it's just a romance novel. And he's like, oh, okay. I got it. There's some freaky bits. Like, ew, like reading back, like, ugh, but it's not that freaky. It's actually pretty cute. I like it. Okay, Peter Pan. I like it. I started it. It's just I was more focused on other books. So, Little Women. It's just. I don't know. I still have to. I don't know. I'm still on chapter 1. I'm in page 8. These are like long pages though. Long pages, small print, like the only way I will ever get through this freaking book is an audiobook. It's the only way I'll get through the book. I know it. But yeah, this is my book collection. Oh wait, no. I'm making piles in progress. These are my books in progress. Books I finished. Oh. Books I've like never started. Plus the other one hiding. But yeah. Okay, what I should do. Okay. Like what I should do with the Hunger Games books is after I finish this one and The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, I should reread all of them, like speed through it, because I got these for my birthday and I read all of them before Christmas. My birthday is November 20th. I read all of these in a month, and they're not that big of books, you know, like, that's my opinion. I remember I read it at school once, and my math teacher, he was like, oh, Gabby, what are you reading? Because I had free time. And I was like, oh, Hunger Games. And he was like, oh, is that all 3 of them? And I said, no. This is the first book. I think I was on Catching Fire. I was like, no, it's the second book. And he was like, why are they that thick? And I was like, I don't know. Ask Suzanne Collins. I'm not the author of this book. I don't know why. But I don't know. I still can't get over that. Fine shit is not a compliment. It is not. If you want to take it as a compliment, go ahead. In my opinion, it is not a compliment. But anyways, I'm gonna go read my book now. I feel like I've talked enough. I've talked about what I wanted to talk about. I think I'm good. Also, spring break is this week. We know we're finishing this book in a fucking week. We're finishing this book in this week. I know for a fact that's what we're doing.
Flooded like a tidal wave. Ooh.